I'm Thomas. This video is brought to you by the premier Thomas online retailer, KikeStore.com. Get the best ranges at the best prices today. And don't forget to use code TF47 to save 10% off your first order. As always, thank you to our sponsor. Enjoy the video! Hi guys, Thomas the Friends 47 here. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Lionel store tour video. So on the storefront you'll see it has that great tunnel portal and it just looks absolutely incredible. It really brings you into a Lionel world. And they have great displays on the front here, so you'll see the two layouts. See Thomas there. I wish he was running, but that's alright. I will say a lot of the accessories on these layouts weren't operating, and that's understandable. You can't expect them to run 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. But it's still weird just seeing them not move, though. But anyway, here's the other layout. You'll see the engines running around there, including Diesel, which that's actually the first time that I've seen Diesel in person. You know, not on a catalog, not online, but actually in person. That was pretty cool. And I think the layouts, too, really entice the buyer. I've always loved train layouts, especially in hobby stores, and seeing them, it really inspires you to create something new and something interesting and just incredible. And it really inspires you. You'll see the Lionel sign there. On the storefront, they have some of the Lionel sets for Toy Story and Frozen, I think it was. Yeah, Frozen. Pretty cool. There's a view of the story there, too. You also see that glass counter in the middle there. I like that they do that because you can actually see the trains on display. There was like a Lionel Excella, and for me, I'll never be able to afford an Excella Express, so seeing it in person was pretty cool. You'll see here they have the Thomas wall, and they actually had more of a selection this time than they did previously, and that really surprised me. But they have the O-gauge set, the large gauge set. They have the separate sale O-gauge Thomas. They have the box cars, which have like engine printing Rebecca and James and Nia. I thought that was cool. Pretty neat there. And then you'll see the little sets underneath the table there too. The Lionel table, by the way, they do sell that, but it's $999. I actually really like that table, but I couldn't pay that much for it. Here's a little Halloween Express. Pretty cool. Back to Thomas though, you'll see that they have this backdrop there, and I really like that backdrop. I'm thinking about purchasing one of those someday. They even have the red coaches. And they also have this really cool table of, I don't know if it's used or damaged merchandise, but they're separate sale freight cars. And so there's some for like $10, some for $15. Like, it's really, really cool. This is a layout that was on the other side of the store too, that we saw with Diesel running on the layout. Thought that was pretty neat. You can tell that a lot of care went into designing these layouts because they're beautiful. I especially like the snowy mountains there and the trees. Just really pretty. I also really like this shot. You can see Diesel running up on the top, and then that steam engine coming through with the railroad crossing. Moving on from there, you'll see the Polar Express section, and they have a lot of cool items for this. I'll be honest with you, I would not mind picking some of these up someday, especially the HO ones. Alright, now on the back end of the store, you'll see this beautiful layout, and this is always my favorite. This is a Christmas-themed layout on one side and then a city on the other. And the Christmas layout has carpet on the floor, so it reminds you of, you know, being a kid laying on the floor watching your trains run. You'll see that the fast track here actually lights up as the engine goes around it. I love that. I wish they would have made something like that for Trackmaster. You'll also see a beautiful Christmas tree there. I love it. So guys, I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes. I'm going to let us just enjoy the trains and seeing them run, and then I'll talk a little bit more at the end of the video. Alright, guys, so what did I think about this store tour and what did I think about this experience? Well, to be honest with you, the last time that I went to the Lionel store, it wasn't a great experience. And it had nothing to do with the staff. The staff were very nice. It's just the store felt kind of sad. You know, with Lionel, Lionel has always been about big advertising campaigns. If you think about the classic catalogs, every time I saw those catalogs, I got excited about trains. I got excited about Lionel, and visiting the store just didn't have that level of excitement. In fact, it kind of felt a little plain and a little boring. And, you know, the layouts they had, most of the trains weren't running. The one or two trains they did weren't running very well, and it was a sad experience overall. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of viewers on that video were like, well, you can't expect Lionel to run every train all the time, and I do understand that. But at the same time, you know, I think it should have sparked a little bit of excitement, and it just didn't. But anyway, this visit was different. The store just had a different feel and different atmosphere to it, especially since they added the glass cabinet in the middle, where you could actually see the trains. It felt more like a hands-on experience and more of an experience that you would want to go back to. And I really did enjoy it. I will say too, um, I was hoping that they would have more um, like memorabilia stuff, like signs, like the tin signs or hats or shirts, but they only had this one really small rack of shirts, and it was like three or four designs. That was it. There was nothing major, no signs or anything. They did have a mouse pad, which was cool, but I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, you know, like decoration-wise. But they had a good variety of trains, they had a good variety of Thomas, and a good variety of Lionel racing as well. But I don't really care for the racing stuff, I just care for the trains. So all in all, this visit was much better than the last visit. The staff were very kind on both visits, but especially on this visit, they were very nice. There was actually a lot of staff in there this time too. There's about 5 or 6 staff members. They were really nice, and I picked up a catalog and a few other things I'll show in my Day Out with Thomas Hall video as well. But all in all, like I said, it was a good experience. I really enjoyed it, and I do highly recommend it. But that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.